Today I'm excited. I'm going to explain to you the most prestigious scholarship opportunity to go to study in the United Kingdom. The scholarship is Chevening Scholarship, the most prestigious scholarship for the opportunity for people to go to study master's degree in the United Kingdom. So the scholarship has been opened today, which is August 3rd, and the deadline of the scholarship is November 3rd, 2021. You are applying so that you can go to study in the academic year 2022, meaning you are applying between August 3rd and November 3rd, 2021. If you get the scholarship, you are going to study in August 2022, going to 2023. It is 1 year scholarship opportunity to study among the best universities in the United Kingdom. This scholarship, very, very clear. Listen to me very careful. Unlike any other scholarship, usually when you apply for the Chevening program, you don't need to have the English proficiency certificate at the time of applying. Whether it is test of English as a foreign language 12 or International English Language Testing System IELTS. So you don't need to have that one in order to apply. Before the pandemic in 2019, you used to be applying for the scholarship. Once you apply for the scholarship, if you get it, because there are longer processes, I will explain the processes. If you get it, then you are told to go and take the English proficiency test around June 2022, going to July before you go to start your studies. But this is not the case after the pandemic. We know the COVID-19 has affected so many areas, so many things. So most of the testing centers for the IELTS and 12 have been closed around the world. So for that particular case, in the year 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, they removed the requirement for people to required to take the English proficiency test. So when you apply, so don't have any excuse, oh, I need to have the English proficiency test. No, it's not required because of the pandemic. So if they give lemon, turn the lemon to be lemonade. So this is the good thing for those who are applying for this particular program. So, but even if they are not requiring the English proficiency, some of the universities might require, though most of the universities which partner with the Chevening already, they removed that waiver, they removed the requirement. So I believe many universities who are going to apply, they will not need the English proficiency. But if it happens, you can choose the university which you prefer, which they don't have those one, and then you can go and apply. So that's very good news. So before I continue, this video has too many parts. The first part is this one I'm explaining about the Chevening program in detail. And the second part of this video is I'm going to show you on the screen step by step on how to go about it. And I would like you to do two important things. Number one, if today is your first time to come across to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/EBM Scholars, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this video to others. That's number one. Number two is this EBM Scholars is the center of opportunities. So not only the scholarships, we are talking about the Green Card Lottery, which is going to start also in October until November. So make sure that you know that information, share this information. This EBM Scholars, the center of opportunities, we are giving the information about even how to write a book and post your book on Amazon for free. People can be able to purchase. So there is no cost, upfront cost to be a published author. Myself, I've published 11 books and all are on Amazon. So until you sell the book, Amazon is deducting this amount and you have the amount. So, and we are talking about finding jobs, whether in your country and outside the country, working in America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, finding jobs with the United Nations, how to migrate from one country to another. Opportunities everywhere around the world. EBM Scholars is the center of opportunities. And by the way, if you have come across my YouTube channel and you do not know what is my name, I'm Ernest Boniface Makulilo EBM, and talking to you from my home office here in Belton, Missouri, United States of America. So let's continue. So as I've been saying, that you don't need to have English proficiency certificate, which has been a bigger obstacle to many people. Even if it's required at the time of applying until deadline, you don't need to have that one until you are going to call you for the interview, until you win the interview, until you are given the scholarship, that if it is required, it will be 2022, maybe around June, July. That's when they will require the English proficiency test, if it's going to be required. But at the moment, it is not required at any point. So, another important thing here is the requirement of work experience. You need to have at least 2 years of work experience. And this work experience can be even while you are studying. While you are studying, because there are some of the scholarships, you must have 2 years of work experience after finishing studying your bachelor degree. Because we are talking about Chevening Scholarship is to go to apply for masters, so you need to have a bachelor degree. So if you need to have a bachelor degree, it means that, so the experience can be while you are studying, maybe on the side you are going to volunteer, on the side you are also working full-time and you are doing part-time. So the experience can be paid or unpaid, as long as that work experience is not a part of your degree requirement. Because sometimes some people, maybe you are a teacher, study to become a teacher, when you apply, while you are studying, you are supposed to go and teach maybe for 2 months as part of the requirement of your degree. That doesn't count towards as work experience. They want your work experience on your own initiative when you decide to go and start working. So whether it's for paid or unpaid, that is work experience. So 2 years of work experience. So each work experience you are going to put there, you have to indicate how many hours or how long did you do, so that they can be able to calculate that one. The other important thing on applying for the Chevening Scholarship is the issue of references or recommendation letters. Unlike any other programs, usually these recommendation letters are very, very crucial, but it affects so many people. When you are supposed to bring the recommendation letters, sometimes you ask someone doesn't want to write or whatever. So sometimes people delay to apply because of getting recommendation letters. So the good news about Chevening Scholarship, unlike any other program, you apply for the Chevening, you fill the form, you do everything they need. They don't need the recommendation letters at the time of applying. Deadline is November 3rd. What they need in the application is the names of 2 people who will come to recommend you. That's all. The name and the address. The better thing, if you have, it will be a good idea if you have people with the email address with the domains, which is institutional email address. If someone works with a central bank, it will be ebm@centralbank.tz, whatever it is, but not this Yahoo and Gmail. If you don't have, you need to have those one. That is supposed to be a last result. But make sure that someone who is giving the email address is able to access that email address if required. So you just put the names. And once you finish applying, from November going to December, January, they are going to do the internal processing. Then they will shortlist people for the interview around February and March. If they shortlist for people for the interview, that's if you are being shortlisted, that is when you are being told, tell your people who are going to recommend you to send those 2 recommendation letters. So recommendation letters will be required if you have been shortlisted. If you are going to be going for the interview, that's when the recommendation letters are going to be required. For that particular case, they are going to make this application very, very simple. You don't need English proficiency test. They don't require the recommendation letters. So everything is on your own. So don't have any excuse. Oh, my recommender, oh, was delaying. There is no about recommendation. Oh, I didn't have the English proficiency test. No, they have removed all those kind of things. So it's all on you. So if you don't get it, it's all on you. So what things will make you to stand out? Obviously, we have said that your GPA, your results, has to be very, very good. At least a 3.5. I've seen some people with 3.4, 3.3. But if you have very good results and a very good way of putting your resume, I will explain in detail about the resume. How people call it CV. It has to be a very articulated. Avoid those craziness about name, date of birth, marital status, single. If you are single, they don't care whether you are single or you are married. They don't care. They don't care whether you are Christian, whether you are born again, whether you are 5 prayers Muslim. They don't care. So don't put your religion, date of birth, marital status, all this craziness. No, they don't care about that. So make sure that you put things which matter a lot, because this is for master's degree, you need to have a bachelor degree. So education, don't start putting primary school, kindergarten, for what? They don't care, all those kind of things. So put your resume in a very competitive way. Just go to the Google search and type resume samples. You'll be able to see them. All those samples, there is no sample putting your photo. They think that if they see your cute photo that they're going to give you scholarship. No, they're not going to do that. So avoid any mistake. How to put work experience. There is a very good way to put those kind of things. So there is a video, I'll put it in the description, how to put a very good resume so that you can be able to get that one. Then apart from the resume, they are going to look on essays. There are a couple essays which are very, very crucial. That is when they are going to determine if you really need this scholarship or not. So even if I'm not going right now for details, I'll go to the details when I'm going to show you the form. Even if the overall, you have to explain, even if any scholarship you are going, or even if when you apply for a job, they will ask you, why should we give you this job? So the question is, why are you applying for that particular degree program? Why do you want to study masters in information technology? Why do you want to study masters in community development? Why do you want to study masters in maybe early childhood education? Why do you want to study masters in international affairs? Why? Why are you applying for Chevening Scholarship? Why should we give you this particular program? Whatever you explain, you have first of all to know the reasoning behind for the Chevening program. And in the instruction of the Chevening program, you must return to your home country and stay in your home country for at least 2 years. That is a big requirement, just like how it happens in the Fulbright. So if you have to turn to your home country, so in your statement of purpose, in any essay, don't indicate any sign that your aim is to stay in England. You have to indicate that you have so much things to do in your home country. I'm going to study community development because in my communities, in the villages I live, there are these particular problems. So if I come to study over there, because of my education and my work experience, I will contribute something to the United Kingdom, and I'm going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, so that when I come back, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Be like a politician. Explain your manifesto. What are you going to? What is your agenda? Whether you do what they are not going to do, that is a different story. But you have to show what is lacking in your community. What are you lacking? And you think that if I go to the Chevening, if I get this program, it will be able to fill me in so that I can get this particular something I was missing, and then I can go and bring a community development or bring changes or do something in my own community, my own country. So that is overall. Don't start this craziness. Oh, I'm orphan. Oh, I'm started this craziness. Oh, you know, I'm number 14th child or 14th child out of 20 children. They don't care all those sympathy. Just compete on a merit based. That's what they need. So, since I've said that the requirement for the Chevening is to go back and stay in your home country for 2 years, in the United Kingdom, they have introduced something called the graduate route. That means once you finish your master's, automatically you are given 2 years work experience. Work permit to work. So if you accept and get the Chevening program, you are not going to be allowed to get or to apply for the new graduate route program. So you have to go back to your home country. So you'll be denied the graduate route to give in 2 years of to work permit to work in England. If you do PhD, is 3 years usual work permit. Is something new started on July 2021 going forward. So make sure that if you are going to this one, you have to do that. I remember a friend of mine got 2 scholarships, one Chevening for this year, like to start August this 2021, and you got another one which I'll explain to you. It is another merit scholarship in England. So we are trying to look like which one is better. We look about the universities, the programs, money, and all those kind of things. And one of the things we looked at is the opportunity to work in England after finishing studies if you want. So Chevening doesn't provide that. You are not allowed to use the graduate route, but the other one you are allowed. So 2 years work experience, no English proficiency test. no even recommendation letters. There are essays you need to make sure that you go through, and the resume, which is very, very critical. So you apply Chevening Scholarship. Once you apply, then you are going to apply to 3 universities of your choice. You can apply one if you want, but I advise you apply all the 3 of them. If you get one of those, that means what the time you get this one, you are called for the interview. So the interview is around March. You are doing the interview. Before the interview, you need to have the recommendation letters. If you do the interview, you pass, then you'll be given the time to have the admission letter to send it to them, and then you'll be ready to go to England. The Chevening Scholarship application is free of charge, no even a single dollar required. And if you win, they pay very well. And it is an opportunity for you to go and get very high quality education and learn and get the new experience in another culture, another country, which can be able to support you in one way or another. So this is part 1 of the part 2. So let's go now to my computer. On my computer, I'm going to show you the actual form. I don't want to be talking too much to the extent that you do not know. When I say go and what is the link, how do you go about it? So let's go and do it on the computer. You'll be able to see what I mean to apply and get Chevening Scholarship. I don't want you to have any excuse for why you don't win the Chevening or don't get Chevening Scholarship opportunity. Okay, so let's continue with the Chevening Scholarship. So when you go to the website, which is chevening.org, that is the website for the Chevening Scholarship. So if you open this particular website, this is the front page which comes here, and it says the applications are open. So study in the UK with the Chevening Scholarship, that is the program. But if you have to come here before August 30, it was not saying that application is open. Now it's open. Now you can apply. So there are so many things. So there is Chevening. Every place they put here, they will be coming open. Apply now. So let's click apply. If you click apply of the Chevening, first of all, you have to find if your country is eligible country. As you can see, these countries have been arranged in terms of the alphabetic order. So Afghanistan, Albania, whatever. So all countries are here. So all countries. So whatever country you want, it is here. Let's say all the countries, almost all the countries, they are there. So you'll see, but the easiest way is Zimbabwe. Whatever, all the countries you want to, they'll be here. So some of these ones, the application have been already closed for applications. For instance, this one, whatever, the one with red, but basically, so there is fellowship and the scholarship. So you're applying for the scholarship. So let's go. The first thing, you select the country. Which country are you from? So for me, I'm from Tanzania original. So let's say you put Tanzania as the country. If you put Tanzania as a country, sorry, you have to select the award, the type of award. We are selecting scholarship, not fellowship. Fellowship is something different from Chevening. There is Chevening fellowship. So let's go, you apply. Then you search. When you search, it will give you specific country. So these are the people from Tanzania, or this one who received Chevening. Here I know 3 people. I know Ndosi, I know him, and I know this guy. So these are 3 people I know who received that. So you select your country. So if your country is Kenya, just go there and put your country as Kenya. You'll be able to see. You put Kenya, then you go here, you select scholarship. Then you click this way. Then it will be able to open for Kenya. So that is how it is. So it doesn't matter which country you are going to do. You have to go to your country and select that. If your country is Ghana, you click Ghana. If your country is Nigeria, then you select that one. If your country is Nigeria, you select that way. So that is how it is. So again, let's go back here. You come here, applications are open, click apply. Then select the country. Let's back Tanzania. I want to go step by step so that you don't have, I didn't apply because I didn't understand one thing. So you click Tanzania, it comes here. So here it will give you overall. But this basically they are you apply now, you are going to study in the year 2022. So they are going to give you the overall procedures to apply. You require the documents, selection process. How does the selection process go? I will go into the selection process of the overall before you go to apply. The interviews, all the things. I'll go through this one before I go. But a few things you need to know about the Chevening Scholarship. What is included in the Chevening? What is it included? How many things do they provide? So that is something you needed to be aware of, so that you know, like, is it this one for you or not? So the Chevening, what is included? They pay for tuition fees. They pay for monthly stipend, which is good amount. Then they give you the flight ticket to go to England, to United Kingdom, and come back when you finish. They give you the arrival allowance. They give you the homeward departure allowance. They give you the visa cost, travel grant to the events while you are in the United Kingdom. Maybe there is a special event you have to attend. So we'll go about the causes and eligibility. So let's go to the causes. Then I'll go to the eligibility. I've mentioned this one, references and work experience. So let's quick way go to the causes. So if you go to the causes, most of the causes are there, eligible causes. So one, the course must be full-time course, not part-time. And obviously it's supposed to be you study in the United Kingdom, not online. So it will start most of these courses, they will start in autumn, which you call fall. So to be September, October 2022 for this particular case. It is master's taught program, not the research focus. It's just you have to be in the school to study that particular degree. You have to get a master's degree, and these one are in England. The program are not distance learning, are not part-time. They are not less than 9 months. It has to be 9 months to 12 months. They are not PhD. They are not doctorate. They are master's program. If the program, there's a program, they can say you can be taught you cannot be taught more than 1 month if you are outside of the United Kingdom. So if you look to eligible program, eligible courses, almost all courses you'll be able to do. So you have to search the university here, and you'll be able to see which university and the courses. So don't start, you can start all these courses like kind of that. So for instance, you can say you're going to study political science. I'll give you an example. Let's give you an example. All region. I want political science in all region. So it will tell you which courses. They will tell you the university, the Chevening partner. I advise you to apply for the Chevening partners, because this one they know for sure you don't need to do the English proficiency test. So you see all these universities. So what you need to do, you write the name, and you will find you apply. Better you apply the teaching, or let's say education. So apply, and don't go to University of Liverpool so that I can go and watch Liverpool games. No, don't do that. So Anglia is a so all these will tell you education leadership, special education needs, whatever. So the universities are always, they are going to be arranged in what, if it's the university partner, but in alphabetical order. Does that make sense to you? So that is, you have to find your course first of all, and I advise you to apply the one with the tick, which is a Chevening partner university. Then eligibility, I've already said, you must be a citizen of the Chevening eligible country. You must agree to return to your home country after finishing, and you will stay in your home country for at least 2 years. You have to meet the requirement, especially the degree part, the finishing, and also you need to have the work experience, about 2 years work experience. And you must have the admission by this date, and a conditional admission by July that time. This, if you're not eligible, all these employee, whatever, they are not supposed to apply. Then references. The references will be required once you are shortlisted for the interview. So this is how it is. References are integral part of the application process. You must supply the names. You just put the names of the people who will be recommending you. But if your application is progressed to the next step, you'll be required to upload the references online on the system by this date. And they will tell you if your application has gone to the next step. Remember, Chevening will not contact your referees or references to apply to submit the recommendations. It's your responsibility if you are going to the next step. So when you apply, there is no apply to put the recommendation letters. They just put the names and their email addresses and their information. Who can be referee? Remember, you're going to study. So if you're going to study, basically it will be good to use people who taught you or who can be able to show people who are able to see your work experience, like if you are working at the moment. So I'll put all these pages here to know that. So all obviously reference letters should be in English if the time comes there. All these I'll be able to put the instruction for referees and all those kind of things. And what to be able to retain. So your referee should cover the following things. It's not about, to him to concern, please give scholarship to EBM. No. It say it has to have the contact, it has to have addresses, email address and phone number, how long the person has known you, in what capacity the person has known you, is you are a teacher or supervisor, all those kind of things. How did you the last time you have regular contact with that particular person? The referee is the one writing that, and a brief endorsement to the application, to which include your ability to skills in leadership and networking. I will come to the essays. These are very, very critical about leadership and networking, personal and intellectual and interpersonal qualities, and the ability to complete demanding academically, because you cannot just go there and in the middle of the study you are not capable to do that. Work experience, and the type of work experience can be full-time employment, part-time employment, voluntary work, or paid or unpaid internships or volunteering. All those are supposed to be part of it. So how do they calculate? They are going to calculate 2 years is equal to 2,800 hours. So whatever you put your work experience in the application form, you have to put whether it was full-time or part-time, start date and up to end date, all those kind of things. They will be able to do that. Yeah, so, and I've already talked about who can apply. I've already talked about that one. So let's go to apply. So once you know for sure, you know all these kind of things, you click apply. So now it comes to the, if you already have an account, you go and do the login. If you don't have the account, you click here. Is new to the system, you click here. If you already have the account, you put the email and everything. So let's go and register. You create account. So you come here, you see it say accept. I usually advise people to use computer to apply. It will make it very, very difficult. So the title, are you a Mr., Doctor, other, whatever, Mrs.? So preferred title, whatever. So Ernest, let me give you an example. Last name, Makulilo. I'll give you an example. Email, I'm giving an example to EBM Scholars, outlook.com, email EBM Scholars, outlook.com. That is the email. If you have additional email, this should not additional email address of you, not someone else. Your personal, because some people could have, maybe you have Gmail, you have Yahoo. So make sure that you put alternative email just in case. Then phone number is not. If you see there is this red dot. If there is a red dot, that means it is a mandatory information. Skype ID, put Skype ID. But if you have, put your phone number, put that one. So 1, 2, 3. I'm giving you example. This is not my address, by the way, but I'm putting just as my address. So City Belton, Missouri, that is the zip code, but that is not my address. Country. So because I'm in Tanzania, I can put oh. So let's say your address is not like this kind. So let's say you say PO Box 1111, kind of that. I'm giving you an example. So because you are not in Missouri, so this doesn't apply. NA, that one you put the country code, postal code 255. I think it will accept. Then you go there and accept. Let's submit, and then you will see if anything I put in the wrong way. Thank you. So now I can go and log in. I have to go to activate my email, so I'm going to check my email on the separate page. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to be on the side here. I've already received the email. Okay, so the email comes like this way. So you see the email, do not reply. Welcome to Chevening Scholarship. So if I click there, you come here and click. Then I have to create the email and the password. Okay, let me continue from here. That will be easy. So okay. Oh, I did it wrong. Just wait. Let me put the password. Put the one you can remember, obviously. You have to confirm back the password. Okay, so that one, then submit. So let's say whatever. So that it comes to the application like that way. So if it comes like this way, this is the default information. Preferred name to be called Ernest. It's not a must. Remember, the only thing you need to put here is the one with the red mark, the red star. That is the mandatory. Additional email if you want, the phone number. So these are the information. So you come to put the birth date, date 23rd. I was born on September 1981. Confirm. I'm just putting this one so that will be easy. Then I'll continue. Okay. Then do you have dual citizenship? I'm just assuming. I don't have. I'm giving example. Country, territory of birth, Tanzania. So you can go to Tanzania. Province of birth. So because you put the country, it will give you what particular region. I was born in Kigoma. So if you put your country in Ghana, to put you Accra, Kumasi, whatever. If you're in Kenya, they will say Meru, Kisumu, Nairobi, Kisii, whatever, Eldoret. They'll give you the names. So save. Okay. So because when you click save, it now populated the age, your age. Okay. Then it will see jump to current address. Okay, validate profile. So I think it will be the next. Okay, current address, that is the one. Okay, so validate profile. Oh, okay, sorry, I did a mistake. Okay, so region, let's say Kigoma. I didn't put that one, sorry. Oh, I made a mistake. Okay, Kigoma. Then length of living in the country of residence. So maybe you say 39 years. You have never lived in any other country. So save. So now it is already saved. Okay, what you need to do, you go to the next page, I believe so. You click that one. What's going on? Supposed to go to the next. Okay. Okay, I've never used the current address is that one. Everything's ready. Okay, now complete the profile. I've already completed the profile. Now this is confusing me now. I've never used the Chevening application before. I've never filled it for anybody. Okay. Okay, current address. Place of residence. Okay, now I'm getting confused. Okay. Okay. I'm giving an example. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let me go back to Chevening. Okay. I'm going to sign in now. Let me sign in on this one. So EBM Scholars. Let me sign in. Log in. Now it opens. I think it's my internet or something like that. Okay, it's taking a little bit of time. Okay, why is taking time when I come back to? Okay, save it. Okay. That is my profile. Okay, save to Avenue. Okay. Now validated, now is complete. Something, yeah. Okay, so now my profile is complete. Click here to view your homepage. So sorry about that, everyone. So now, this is my application. So you click here, available awards. So everything I haven't submitted yet. So click here, because, yeah. So what I'm going to do, because I said I'm from Tanzania, so the available open awards, the one which is available in my country of residence, it is Chevening Scholarship, not the Chevening any other way. That is the only available one. So you can read this one. The deadline will be Tuesday, November 2nd. At this almost late that particular time, they give you that one. So this the deadline, they put it there. Then you click apply. So you click apply, it comes here. Are you a citizen of the eligible country? The answer is yes. Will you return to your home country for minimum of 2 years? Yes. If you say no, they're not going to give you scholarship. Your application is over. Do you have undergraduate degree will enable you to gain that one typically 2 years? Yeah. Do you have a minimum of 2 years work experience? Yes. If you say no, that means you don't need to apply. You must be at least 18 years of age. Will you have completed your undergraduate before the date of submitting this application? Yes. That means you can apply while you are studying as long as you have 2 years of work experience. Are you applying to study in the UK for the autumn? Autumn means August, September 2022. The answer is yes. If the answer is no here, any of these one, you are not eligible. Do you aspire to be or already have a leader decision in your home country? Obviously, you can be a leader now, or you aspire to become leader, whatever that is. Yeah. Are you a British citizen? The answer is no. British citizen, you cannot get the same Chevening. Have you ever studied in England while funding with the US government, UK government? No. Have you been employed by a permanent this one in UK government? No, because this, if the answer is yes, you'll be in trouble. Have any of your relative immediately relative been employed by another organization? This above, the answer is no. Then these are pre-screening. You submit. Okay. Then so this is my application ID. They give you this one. As I said, the entire thing is on essays. So preferred the location of the interview, Dar es Salaam, because it gives the default the country where it is. Because I said in Tanzania, they give only one. But maybe some countries which are bigger, like in Nigeria, they might have maybe more than one location. I do not know that, but I believe so. So now what comes here, the more critical part, you need to have education and then work experience. So on the work experience, when you put, are you currently employed full-time or part-time? So you put the work experience, then you'll be adding over and over. So you finish one, you confirm the job. You finish, you put another one. If you have done five jobs, you keep doing that one. Then you can save as a draft. You don't need to finish all at once. You don't need to finish all at once. So that is something. Then the biggest part is the essays. The essays are divided into various categories. These are the most important. Remember, minimum words is 100 words. If you put the essay less than a minimum, you are already being disqualified. You must have at least a minimum, and you must have the maximum count. So you can put anything 100, 102, 105, 400. Is not necessary to be this exactly. Remember, as you are aware, Chevening Scholarships, this one is aiming at developing global leaders. That is the biggest purpose of this scholarship. Allows to provide examples of your leadership skills, potentials, to describe. These are the everything you have to do. You have to put the examples and describing on that particular situation. So that is something you need to do. Then, if this is the key, remember, it has to have, all answers must have a minimum of this one and the maximum of that one. So the questions have been divided into four, I think around 3 to 4 areas. Number one, the leadership part and influence. Second part is the relationship building, which will be the question about networking. And the other part, it will be while you are studying in UK, we'll ask about that. And then the career plan. So let's start with this one. So don't go and start writing direct here. Create a Microsoft page. Let me show you. Open the Microsoft Word page. And then go and write this question here. The question, let me put this on the side, then I'll come here. So the first question is leadership and influence. Chevening is looking for individuals who will be future leaders or influencers in their home countries. Explain why this requirement, explain how you meet this requirement using clear examples of your own leadership and influencing skills to support your answers. Minimum that one. So when you come here, better to type on Microsoft Word, because sometimes when you type direct here, it will not help you. You cannot be able to see what mistake you have done. So better to come and do on Microsoft Word. It will be easier if you have any mistake. So the first question, which says about your leadership. So make sure that you mention your networking experiences. You have to show also, talk about the things you have done, whether with the government, whether it's a non-profit, volunteering in the academic, maybe familiar, all these kind of things, you have to type them here. So if you type them on Microsoft Word, let's say I'm giving you an example. By mistake, you say he come here every day. This is wrong. So it doesn't show you that you have done something wrong per se. But let's say then
you have written, this is wrong. We know you say the way suppose he comes. Let me give you an example. I'm giving you an example. I'm using grammatical mistake, and I'll show you how you can correct your grammar. Okay, so that is wrong. It's supposed to be say he comes here every day, together. I'm giving you an example with his parents. Let's say together with his parents. Instead of saying go, you put a mistake. You put it goes to church. Very often. I want to show you the they like. I'm giving an example. They like it. I'm putting the mistake, grammatical mistake. I'm putting the mistake on different ways. So together I put a mistake, double G, whatever. So, but then I come to copy this one, and I show you how you can use the free service to correct your grammar. So you come here and open grammarly.com. There is a website is called grammarly.com. So you put it there, and you upload your full essay. If you upload it there, it will tell you the mistake. You see, this is a free website. So instead of he come, it's supposed to be he comes, you accept. Every day, I put every day in a wrong way. I'm supposed to leave a space on every day. Every day. Together, I put double G instead of 1G. You see? Together with his parents. So then, it will be it's supposed they, let's say I put they goes, it will be they go. You see, it will be correcting you like to eat, not like they like to eat. No. So this is the advantage of this one. It will help you. Now you can copy this one and come to your essay here. So you remove, and that will be the correct one. So make sure that your essays use the Grammarly website. It will help you to avoid unnecessary grammatical mistake. So that will be something you need to make sure that you are aware of those resources. So the first essay is about leadership. So while you explain how you influence as leaders, you'll be showing you how you have been doing your communication, your leadership style, all these kind of things. So candidates should elaborate some scenarios which you have played in a leadership role, team management, conflict resolution skills, how you can lead some community projects, or you led something example, or you helped to solve a certain particular problem, you as a supervisor, which can help you to solve or to help your community. So just show something of being able to be as a leader. Then another essay is relationship building and shared. So this one, they want you to, Chevening also, they want you to show your strong professional relationship building, how you can engage with the Chevening community and influence other chosen profession, all these kind of things. Yeah. So those are the things you'll be able to look like how you have been, you are networking, professional networking. How do you work with leaders? How do you work from people with a different profession? If you meet diplomats right now, what are you going to talk? Those are the things you need to be able to add. Then there is the essay about to study in the UK. So outline why you have selected your chosen 3 university courses. If you want to study engineering, why engineering? All those kind of things, you need to be able to add them. Okay. Then and how explain, you relate those kind of why do you want to study that particular program, and how those programs are related to your previous academic and professional experience. and your plans in the future. So you want to become a community develop. You want to study community development. Why do you want to study that one? So show your education background. You have bachelor degree, maybe in development studies, and your work experience. You have been working with the people in Maasai rural community in Kilimanjaro, Arusha area, wherever. So you explain what are the problems that are there. How have you been working with them? So your education and the previous work education, and how those one make you to apply for those programs you are applying, and your future plan. How does those work experience relate to your future plan after finishing your studies? Please enter new information and examples here. Do not duplicate information you have entered in the work experience. So don't use the word experience here. Show something else you haven't put in the work experience, which you have written in your work experience area. Then the last one is your career plan. Chevening Scholarship is looking for individuals who who have a clear post-study career plan. What are you planning to do after finishing your studies? That is very, very important. Please outline your immediate plan upon your return to your home country. Remember, the plan for the Chevening, you must indicate that you will be coming back to your home country. Those are the things. And how you wish you can consider this one in that particular area. So that is, what are you going to do after finishing? What is your plan? That is very, 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 very important question you need to do upon to do. You have to immediately, like, my plan to, after finishing the studies, I want to go back to my home country, and I'll be able to do 1, 2, 3, and all goals should be in a smart enough and realistic. Don't put a hypothetical that my goal is to become the governor of the central bank because I'm coming to do this one. How long until you become a governor of central bank? That is appointment from the president. So you cannot have that goal. But if you come with a clear goal, I'm coming back, I'll be able to help with the bookkeeping, with the people who are illiterate of this one. I want to do this 1, 2, 3. So you have to relate everything, what your work experience, what is your education, what are you going to get in England, work experience, I mean the volunteering experience, education you are going to get there, and how direct will go to impact your community. So that is something else you needed to do that. So that is Chevening Aces. Those are the 4 Aces you needed to know. Then application information from the university. So these are you add the university which you are planning to apply. Select 3 courses which are familiar, and I've already showed you how to find the courses. I've showed you where you can be able to find the courses. You can go and add the name of your university or the program. I showed you. So all these universities. So already find first of all the university on the course. For instance, I'm giving an example. You want to study let's say Andrea Raskin, and you'll be studying maybe special education. Andrea Raskin, so come to do this one, confirm university, it will come that way. So then you are going to do course, you are going to do the course which are here, because I want to study, maybe I said I want to study education, special education. So we know for sure this university, Anglia is not, okay, let's go to Banco. Anglia is not a Chevening what? It's not a Chevening partner. So I want to, you can apply even non-partner, but let's go to partner. So let's go Banco, whatever thing it is, whatever it is. Change the university. Let me change the university. Okay, so I want to change the university. So I'm going back here, Bangor University, whatever. So confirm the university. So you see how you can change, then you select the university and the course I want to pursue. So any course which is there, so let's say you want to do community, let's say there any, so for instance, I'm giving an example. I want to do like this one. I'm giving example. Ranking, I'm going, so you'll be having 3 universities. Maybe ranking will be number 1. So if you have applied, have you already applied to this course? You say no. if you haven't applied. So that means you'll go to apply on the separate, and then you can come later to add if you have the letter, you'll be say, yeah. If you have applied and I'm waiting for the decision, you'll be able to do that. So those are the things you'll be able to do up to 3 universities. So let's say submit and add a new. Then you want to add the second university. So you can add up to 3 university, 3 courses. Don't duplicate the same course, the same university. It will be that way. You can go to another. So you can put up to 3 university. So you will see the university, you can be able to put up to 3 university, 3 courses. Then there are questions here. Do you hold the do you have a passport of your country? Yes. So you put the passport number. If you don't have, you put no. If you are selected, you must hold the passport. If you don't have, so you can apply without a passport of your country. Do you hold the refugee passport? No. Do you hold any other legal residence of other country? No. Have you ever been to UK? If yes, is yes. If no, no. Do you have a valid visa to UK, remain in UK? No. Have you ever been refused a visa to UK? Let's say you haven't. Have you been deported? If you have never been to UK, you haven't been deported. Do you have any criminal record in UK or any other country? No. Have you been arrested? The answer will be no. So then you click save as a draft. Don't click submit to Chevening. If you click submit, that means you have finished your application. This is the last step. Then terms and condition. I will attend that university, whatever. I will follow I will attend the mandatory events. I will engage into the Chevening. I will remain in the UK for the period. I will respond to anything after a while. Yes, I will go back. I will not plan to find the job in UK. I understand that any requested to remain in the UK will not be granted. I will engage in alumni activities globally. I will connect. I will respond. So all those kind of things. So just save as a draft, whatever those kind of things. Then upload and document. So this is where things are something you need to do. Number 1, do you have any disability? The answer will be no. Anything. This doesn't have any effect on your job. I mean, in your getting the opportunity. Do you require any specific arrangement in order to attend the online or in-person interview? The answer is no. People, if you have disability, you want a special arrangement. Yeah. Gender, if it's a man, a woman, this doesn't have any effect. It's just for research purposes. Do you consider yourself as part of any minority or disadvantage in your country? No. Or if wherever, it doesn't have any effect. That's why they say here, it's just equal opportunity. They don't want to discriminate anybody because it's part of the law, but they're not going to give you because if you say you have disability. How did you hear? It doesn't matter whether you hear on Facebook, whatever you hear. How long did you consider applying? Even if we say less than a year or more than 2 years, it doesn't matter that, because you have been thinking for 2 years, that means they'll give you this particular opportunity. What were the major factors leading you to apply? Reputation, anything you can put all, you can choose whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Have you ever applied? If we say yes, they will tell you when you apply, but that doesn't have any impact into your essay. Have you considered applying other funding scholarship? You can put yes or no, but put it no. That means you're just only considering this one. Then, so here is when these are the things you need to do. So number 1 is say upload your certificates, transcript. Any incomplete transcript, you must upload it by the deadline to upload is this date. But even if, go ahead and apply now. Upload it now if you have transcript. Then here it is conditional offers of proposed course of study. If you have applied for 3 universities and you have the offers, you can put here. If you have any conditional offer, you upload them here. Here is add your referee. You add your referee. Let me show you. To add a referee, you add the name, job title, Organization email, prefer to have the email address of the organization. Then if it's academic, if it's employer or voluntary work, so you just go and add. You add only 2 referees. You add just 2. The deadline will be this one. You don't need to upload it right now on the application. You upload this one later. You come to upload later when you are shortlisted. Then if you have the passport, you can upload it now. If you don't have the passport, you can upload just your national ID if you have. The feedback is there, and the final statement, you will say, I agree on the terms, and then you click submit. Don't rush to submit. Once you submit, the game over. You cannot make any change. So the best way is save as a draft, and then you can do that. So despite these factors to be important, but the biggest part is on the work experience, education and work experience, and essays. These are the critical, important parts. Those essays, take your time to answer those essays. There is no English proficiency requirement. You have seen the full application on those particular area. Any question up to that moment? Then remember to submit. Submit before the November 2nd. That is the Chevening Scholarship application. Again, remember to share. I'm going to put the link of the Chevening Scholarship on the description. I'm going to put the link on how to find the course. I'm going to put the link of eligibility. I'm going to put the link about references guidance, work experience guidance, who to apply guidance. They used to have the English proficiency. Now that page has been removed because it's not a requirement. I'm going to put the link about the grammarly.com so that you don't need to have any excuse for not applying for this particular program. Any question up to that moment, put on the comment. Remember to share with others. But before I finish, make sure you go to my other web. I have another website, which is ebmscholarships.com. If you come here, you'll be able to find this is a PhD scholarship book. You can use it for. You can also use this one for applying for, to know about applying for scholarships any country, even if it's masters. If you want to know about recommendation letters, is there. If you want to know about interview, you know about green card. Why do you deserve this application? Like, why should you need to be given scholarship? Study Norway. So there are so many things there in this particular. So go to this my other page. It has so many opportunities. I have this video. I'll post it here again. This is the original video explaining all the details about Chevening, which is people should know about it and be ready to apply for the Chevening. But remember to go to my YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is this one is the English one, is this one. Make sure that you apply for my, we want to have 100,000 subscriber very soon. Very soon, you need to have that one. So make sure you apply. Make sure you share this to others. Make sure others also go and get this opportunity to apply. It's for master's degree program to study in the United Kingdom. Remember, if you apply, there is what they call the graduate. There is one is called the graduate. I have a video I explain about graduate route in England. I'm going to put that program, that link here. This one is called Breaking News. The graduate route for international student. If you finish usual, they give you 2 years of work permit. That work permit will not apply if you accept the Chevening program. So you have to know that. So thank you so much, each and everyone, for your continued support of my YouTube channel and of my everything. Goodbye.